Welcome to the Insurance Agents and Brokers Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the audio version of the feature article from the June 2025 issue of IA&B's Primary Agent magazine. It is entitled, Blind Hiring, A Key to Top Performance, contributed by Work at Home Vintage Experts or WAVE. Diverse teams drive business success. Research shows they perform better, innovate faster, and adapt more effectively to market shifts. But how can organizations build truly diverse workplaces? The answer starts at the foundation, recruitment and hiring. And blind hiring is one of the most effective strategies. In fact, financial services firm BGC Group ranks blind hiring as the top method for developing a diverse talent pipeline. This approach ensures candidates are assessed purely on their skills, qualifications, and potential, leading to stronger, more high-performing teams. How blind hiring works? At its core, blind hiring removes identifying details such as name, gender, age, and ethnicity from applications, preventing unconscious biases from influencing decisions. More advanced methods go further. Comprehensive skills assessments. At WAVE, for example, we evaluate candidates based on job-relevant abilities rather than their educational background or past job titles. Blind interviews. Hiring managers assess candidates solely on their responses without access to personal details, ensuring a fair, unbiased evaluation. Why blind hiring matters? By shifting the focus away from demographics and towards skills and experience, blind hiring naturally broadens the talent pool. It encourages applications from underrepresented groups, leading to more inclusive hiring practices and ultimately a stronger workforce. Another key advantage? A level playing field. Traditional hiring decisions are often influenced by factors unrelated to a candidate's ability to perform. Blind hiring eliminates these biases, ensuring every applicant is judged on merit alone. The competitive edge. In today's interconnected and rapidly evolving market, companies that prioritize diversity gain a significant advantage not just for their employees, but for their customers and communities. By reducing bias, blind hiring helps build diverse, high-performing teams driving both innovation and success. Work at Home Vintage Experts or WAVE is an industry-specific contract staffing solution. WAVE matches veteran insurance professionals to meet agencies' remote staffing needs. IA&B members receive a 50% discount on the one-time setup fee. Learn more at iabforme.com/hr-resources/#WHV. Sidebar. Blind Hiring and Diversity. From the Sean Fath article, When Blind Hiring Advances DEI and When It Doesn't, Harvard Business Review, June 2023. The blind hiring strategy stems from the famous study of symphony orchestras that hired more women musicians after conducting auditions behind a screen. According to the Harvard Business Review, blind hiring is most effective at increasing diversity in certain scenarios. 1. Organizations that typically interview candidates from an advantaged social group can benefit from using blind hiring during initial applicant screening. In other words, if the organization already interviews candidates from traditionally disadvantaged groups but does not tend to hire them, blind hiring will not affect change. 2. Blind hiring works best if the job will be filled on straightforward evaluations of relevant skills and experience, rather than particular credentials. This is because traditionally advantaged social groups have more access to resources and opportunities, such as certain internships or advanced education. 3. Structured interviewing, which focuses specifically on job-related questions rather than discussions that can accentuate the differences between candidates and interviewers, is a complementary strategy that reduces bias beyond initial screening. Thank you for listening.
Insurance Agents and Brokers is the premier resource and champion for independent insurance agencies in Pennsylvania, Maryland, and Delaware. For more information, visit iabforme.com.